What is going on YouTube? It's Sizzle, and welcome. This is my first video, and it's about a game called Dead Rising. What is this game? I'm glad you asked. Welcome to Dead Rising. You are Frank West, a photojournalist trapped in a mall overrun by the undead. Your mission? Uncover the truth, rescue survivors, and escape before time runs out. On the first day, before being dropped off at the mall, I take pictures of something that looks like a riot of some sorts. If you guys didn't know, this game takes place in 4 days, 6 hours in real life time. I'm gonna get the good and true ending, just to show you how good this game is. I walk into the security room through the rooftop and check the cams, and see a woman being mauled to death by what looks like zombies. I exit the security room and I am asked by an old woman where her dog is. After that, I see a fine young woman and I went over there to ask her if she's single, but then this crusty old man interrupts me and tells me to get stuff for the barricade.
This is no time to ogle pretty girls, son.
He shoos me away and I go get stuff for the barricade. I see this old man behind a security gate and start taking photos of him. He starts yelling at me, and I don't know what he's talking about. After that, I hear yelling coming from the other side of the entrance plaza. The old woman that lost her dog has found out that her dog is in that crowd of zombies. She gets old woman strength, hurls people off her, and opens the doors, letting zombies inside. This black man with a really ashy head orders us to get to the stairs. I push my way through the crowd and grab a shotgun that someone dropped. They're probably dead. I get up the stairs and I see this old man, another baddie, and that same black man that was atop the stairs. The old man welds the door to the security room shut, and the black man with the ashy head goes back into the mall via a vent. I go up to the baddie and reach in for a handshake, but then she asks for pictures, also holding out her hand. Super rude, but I guess I'll show her. She shovels through some of the photos I've taken, then stops on one specific one, the photo of the old man. I ask her, "You do something?" She says no, but I know she's lying. She finally introduces herself and the black man. Her name is Jesse, and the black man's name is Brad. That black old man, his name is Otis. He'll be calling us from time to time, telling us where survivors are and psychopaths. After Jessie introduces herself, I grab a couple of healing items and go to see if Brad's okay. The old man stops me and says, "You're not going out there, are you?" and gives me a map and transceiver just in case. I go out to find Brad, see if he's okay. I exit the vent and enter the rooftop. I see a man looking for his wife. I went to the other side of the rooftop and she was right there. He probably could have found her himself. I take him back to the security room for some extra PP.
You what?
Just kidding. But what is PP? It's prestige points. This is how you level up in the game. Brad is being shot at by that same man that was on the rooftop. And I forgot to tell you, Jesse gave me a gun. And Brad also gave me a gun when I got there. And I have a shotgun. So I have 3 guns. But I didn't use none of them. I went for the flank, punched him a couple of times, kicked him, and hit him with a couple of double lariats, and he went down easily. Brad told me to follow him to the entrance plaza where the old man was. We talked to him, and he said he wasn't going anywhere until we could get safe passage for him to leave. Jesse and Brad are DHS agents. I have a feeling that that old man's gonna be really important to the story later on. I saved a survivor off camera because my dumb self forgot to record. Here's a 9-second clip of me realizing my screen wasn't recording. After that fight with the man on the rooftop, I started making lotions for Brad's head, cause he must be ashy after that fight. After I saved that survivor off camera, I had a lot of time to spare, so I spent it on the rooftop. I went to see if there was anything on the rooftop, but there wasn't anything, so I just spun the camera around and did like close-ups, and I also have this picture. Remember the survivors that I got off camera? Well, I died, so I got them again. Aaron died normally, but Bert, he turned into a zombie right as we got to the elevator, to the rooftop. Me and Jesse see someone dragging an old man on the cams. His name is Dr. Barnaby. Jesse said the man on the cams dragging the old man, we'll call him Carlito from now on, called Dr. Barnaby to this mall. I head to the pharmacy in Sean's Food and Stuff to retrieve medicine for Brad's gunshot wound. As I am about to open the doors to the pharmacy, I hear the sound of a shopping cart. I decide to investigate the source of the sound and start walking around the store. A can of food rolls next to me, and as I turn around, I come face to face with Stephen Chapman, the manager of the supermarket. He looks psychotic, clearly gone off the deep end, and he's protecting his store from anyone who he thinks is trying to vandalize it. Stephen confronts me with the reinforced shopping cart, and I see that he's holding Isabella in it. I try to explain that someone's been hurt and I need medicine, but he insists that was what Isabella said when she came to vandalize his store. He then declares that he doesn't allow vandalism in his store and attacks me. I get shot up, and just as I'm on the brink of death, I get a couple of good hits in. After I manage to defeat him, Stephen drops the pharmacy key. I recognize his hostage as the woman I met in the entrance plaza. I help her to her feet, but Isabella recoils, telling me she doesn't need help from me, blaming my people for ruining Santa Cabeza. I'm sorry if this video is real short. The next video is going to be like 8 to 10 minutes, maybe. I'm going to be making videos like this every other week.